and gentlemen, I'm going to teach you my 10 tips on how to pass the Comptia Security Plus test, CDL test, Network Plus test, any of those tests you're about to take. Anyway, I am in uniform and standing in front of this house because this will be your jail. These 10 tips will elevate you like they did me. As you can see, whoa, I almost forgot to concentrate. But if you want to pass this test and elevate like I did, you will study these 10 tips. Tip number 1, you must watch this whole video or that's an automatic failure, I think. I forgot what the next line was. That's my neighbor. Hey neighbor, I'm on top of things. These 10 tips will start as soon as the intro plays with my beautiful daughter singing the hook on there. Now, hi. Get out of here, girl. You're not in this video.
Even though I haven't seen you for so long, still living in my whole world. I haven't seen you for so long, still my one and only dream boy. I haven't seen you for so long, still living in my whole world. I haven't seen you for so long, still my one and only dream boy. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you?
Yeah, man, tell all my girls I'm shooting this movie with my brother, so hold all my calls. Man, what are you doing? Get off the phone. We're ready to start. Shut up, you dumb fool. Man, I'm going to tell mom if you keep calling me that. You know them cameras are rolling right now. Oh. Hey, everybody, how you doing? I'm Mike Cross. I'm here with my twin brother, the guy who did that crazy intro. Yeah, I'm the smart one. We thought we'd bring a little humor to this, but we're going to get on with the 10 tips. Because this dummy couldn't do it on his own, so he needed my help. Yeah. Look here, man. I'm out of here. All right, you can take it from here, man? Right? You can handle it. Yep, the same way I help you
Where you
handle
going,
that
man?
test.
We're not even finished.
I'm out of here.
You gonna leave me here by myself?
Things to do. I got a date coming up. Anyway.
I ain't no dummy. Yeah, I'm gonna tell mom on you. I don't care if they hear that or not. At first, I wasn't gonna do another video. So many people kept asking me, what's my secret? How did I pass? I just used what I thought was regular study tips. I thought everybody knew this. I'm not the smartest person. I was never the smartest person in class. The reason why I think I'm passing these tests, every test I ever took in life, I think I passed it on the first try. I mean, serious tests. Like my driver's license, I got a perfect score on my driver's license, get my driver's test. My motorcycle test, now I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I failed the first time, but I didn't even look at the book. I was like, I know how to pass. I'm a driver. But driving a motorcycle and driving a car is things that you got to know. I was like, I didn't know that. But anyway, CDL, how to pass the CDL test. I use these same tips to pass the CDL test. Different tests I take at work. Any test I have to study for, I use these same 10 tips. And I am going to share my tips with you all. Tip number 1. Download the Kindle version of the book. It's only $5. No matter where you at, no matter what you're doing, you can look at, you don't go anywhere without your cell phone, so you can look at the Kindle version of the book on your cell phone. You can make notes, highlight different things. That's my tip number 1. Download the Kindle version of the book. Tip number 2. The reason why I started the video in front of my house because I made that my jail. This room right here was my jail for 2 months. I would come in here with no equipment on and I would be just sitting in here studying. So my mind knew I was in study mode. One of the things that I learned about studying was using your 5 senses. Anyway, I'm not going to get into all that. Now, the reason why I say something about taking these Focusrite pills is because this is using one of your senses to study. But we're going to get into that later on when I get to that tip. Make an area in your house, and this is your study area. Have it set up, have it messy, have it however you want it. But your mind, your body, your thoughts know that you are in study mode now. So you can bang that out. Tip number 3, they're going to get better, y'all. Trust me. Tip number 3, headphones or earbuds. Make sure you use some headphones or earbuds because you can listen to YouTube videos or whatever the topic that you're studying. You can download the audio and everything. Those are other tips, by the way, also. But I can't believe people, if you can't study or if you don't have time, if you're riding the subway, driving down the street, anywhere, you have to pump this stuff into your brain 24/7. And using some headphones to listen to Professor Messer, listen to the audio, or whatever it is that you're studying, you should have some headphones hooked up to your cell phone so you can study. I thought that was like a no-brainer. Tip number 5, anytime you're taking a shower, you're listening to music, or you're doing anything, that little 5-minute shower, or maybe 10 minutes, or however you brush your teeth, getting dressed in the morning, you should have a video on, you should have the audio on, you should have something playing. So while you scrubbing your body, and this works, y'all, this works. While you scrubbing your body, whatever topic you're on, you're rubbing your body and talking about that topic. I can't explain it, but as you touching your body and scrubbing, rubbing your feet, whatever the case may be, whatever part of the body you cleaning, I'm trying to keep it clean. While you listening will help you study and remember these different things. Tip number 4, record the audio version of the book or some type of audio, something that you can listen to without video, just audio, just to close your eyes and listen to it. This book right here has sections in it where it says, remember this. He recorded all this on the audio. I downloaded it from I think it was like $10 or something, $15. This Comp Security Plus test costs $300 something to take. Are you serious? You're going to take this test and fail it and try to save $15? Tip number 6, each topic should be written down. Now, I think I'm going to talk about this. I wrote down all this stuff because when you're reading a chapter, writing everything down with a pen and paper. Now, you see how all this stuff is highlighted? Look at all this highlighting and notes and red underlining. You're using filling. One of the senses that you're using is filling. I'm writing down, I'm underlining stuff. So I will read it and then I'll read it out loud. So my hearing sensors will be helping me with studying. And as you can see, I'm not a smart guy. I don't even know if I'm saying the word right in that. But my point is this. Highlight and underline. As you can see all my notes, I always talk about Kerberos because I was so confused. I did not know. Kerberos. I didn't even know if I was saying the word right. I couldn't even pronounce the word. So I looked it up. I mean, I stayed on this for like 2 whole days. Like, I'm never going to get this stuff. I started looking at Professor Messer. He broke down Kerberos and where they got the name from and everything. And I was like, whoa, that's deep. Everybody knows the legend of the 3-headed dog. And there's 3 components that make Kerberos work. And as you can see, I done put them in parentheses. I broke each section down of how it functions. You have to underline and highlight things. If you don't underline and highlight stuff, that's why you fail in the test. If you're sitting here and you thinking that this is a good sentence to highlight and you underline it and take your hand and highlight it and then read it again, that's how you lock that one sentence into your mind. You don't use your hands, your eyes, you don't say it out loud. All this type of stuff helped me to pass the test, and it will help you to pass the test. Number 8, just like I was saying with Kerberos, look up resources. Don't just go with this book, read everything in this book and memorize it. No, stuff that you know that you don't know, look it up. Google it. Forget Professor Messer. Forget Get Certified, Get Ahead. Forget the books you're using. Go straight to the internet and start research. Do your own researching. Once you start researching this stuff, then you know that your brain is going to remember when you I remember researching that. I seen it this way, what pictures I saw with it. Play little games and different things with stuff. I wanted to come here because, as you can see, I don't know if you can really see that. See the little R with the smiley face, the S got the RSA, you know. But the way I wrote my notes, some is in red, some is written in black. Use 2-3 different colors. UPS, everybody knows or happy when the UPS driver comes to your house because you know you're about to get that delivery of something that you ordered. UPS. So I tried to connect UPS with this, but for some reason, every time I say UPS, that's the first thing jump in my mind. But this is uninterrupted power supply, and I'm not even looking at my notes. UPS is supposed to be something happy, and so the only thing I can relate it to was UPS would deliver 24/7 around the clock, period. I don't know if they work on Christmas, but my point is uninterrupted power supply. UPS is never interrupted. They never stop running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But that's the only thing I can relate it to. So when I see UPS, I think of UPS, them doo-doo brown. They got the ugliest uniforms. How in the world? Anyway, I think of UPS with that. The acronyms, ladies and gentlemen, please, you don't have to remember a hashing algorithm. I think. I don't even remember this stuff, man. I'm trying to do a video on it. Ain't that something? PKI, I don't know what that is. As you can see, 2 different colors, blowfish, toothfish. Where we at? Tip number 8. Okay, tip number 9 is the focus factor pill. I'm not saying that these pills made me remember this type of stuff. It's putting a message in your brain. Let me see what they taste like. When you take one of these, but let me drink a little bit of water. It's a woody, wooden pill taste. And of course it's nasty. My taste buds is remembering that taste and now telling my mind and my soul and my subconscious mind that we're about to study. You can use candy. You can use something that you usually don't eat. Lick some salt or something. Eat something. Taste something. I don't care if you taste the paper or taste the pencil. Whatever it's up to you, whatever you taste. Once you taste it, right before you study, it's letting your body, your soul, your every subconscious mind, whatever, know that that taste is related to studying. So, and by the way, right before I took the test, I took one of these pills because it's game face, it's game time, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, because this taste, which is nasty, it's relating my mind to Kerber Rose, TAC S Plus, pinging, IP config, all this stuff, LDAP, trace route, all this stuff. So that's why I was saying real quickly, yeah, I took these Focusrite pills, but I'm trying to break things down to you guys to let you know that this stuff is for real. I mean, if you seriously want to know how I passed this test, because as you can clearly hear in my voice, I'm not the smartest person in the world. I just know how to follow directions, making it look neat, underlined, even though I wrote out my notes, underlined it. And by the way, all these notes that I took, I didn't proofread these notes. Half of these pages I didn't even read again. I wrote down all this stuff, chapter 4, this, that, and other thing. Kind of went over some things and looked over my notes. I can't even read my own handwriting. But you have to write it out. You're taking notes not to be able to go back and refer to. That's not it. That is not how you study. You taking notes because you putting it in your mind. You need to learn this the first time around. And I wrote all this stuff down. Of course, you can go back and refer to it if you need to. Number 10, I've made up this little game where you don't play like football or basketball where you got this team versus this team. You got 3 teams versus each other. And it's the weirdest game in my mind because you need 3 teams to play it. A hash, AES, DES, 3 Ds. You got Ds and 3 Ds. They like twin brothers. There's 2 of them. Blowfish and toothfish. What? This Dr. Seuss? Blowfish and toothfish. These 2 are together. So, and then you got AES. AES got to be the president. He got to be the leader. He got to be the captain of the team because he's by himself. So you got AES. You got these 2 by themselves. You got blowfish and toothfish. So these are on a team. And AES, see, I didn't even look. I didn't have to look to see what letters AES. I don't even know what that stands for. But they're on a team, and AES he's the captain. Who's the captain of the team? AES. AES is the captain of this team. So then you go over to the other team, which is hashing algorithms, such as the MD5, SHA, and HMAC will also help you remember for the questions. For example, if a question asks you what would you use to encrypt data and it lists hashing algorithms, you can quickly eliminate them because hashing algorithms don't encrypt data. They don't encrypt data. So guess what? That's the answer. This right here and this right here should answer 10 or maybe 20 questions. I'm being dead serious. You know what AES is because he's the captain. You got 2 twins on the team. There's only 5 of them on the team. You got all of them got to be either encryption or hashing algorithms. I can't remember because I don't use this stuff at work. But my point is, if they ask you a question about hashing algorithms, they not hash. This is a whole different team. This team and this team is a different team. This is how I study. MD5, SHA, and HMAC are all on the same team. This is a weird game, y'all, because the teams is lopsided. You got three people on this team. Then there's one more team. I'm trying to make it fun and funny and everything, but you have to use music, songs, 3Ds, remembering all those acronyms. I'm trying to tell y'all that you don't have to know what DES stands for, direct electric current. I don't even know what it stands for. I don't even care. But it's a hashing algorithm. Professor Messer will say that to you also, y'all, for real. But I'm just giving y'all the overall points. RC4, the R stands for his name. This thing is under his name. So in my mind, I was like, he got to be a bad dude. He sat down in the basement all by himself for 4 years, drinking RC Pepsi Cola to come up with this systematic cipher. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I study. Tip, I think we're on number 11 or tip 11 or whatever. But my last and final tip is bring your books and everything with you. I had my bag and this book the whole time. I don't care if I'm walking. This book stayed with me for 2 months, and I swear to you, y'all, I barely opened it up and read it, but I would not put it down. The underlines on page 41 is probably where I stopped. Remember to use all 5 of your senses. If you think you got 6 senses, use all 6 senses to study, and you will pass any test. The CDL test, I took the CDL test for 3 different states at 3 different times, and each time I took that test, I seen people leaving quickly. I passed on the first time around. Now I am studying something completely different. Leave me a comment, hit that subscribe button. I promise y'all that I will come put this video up here. So now I'm done with the video. Peace out. Now I gotta edit it. Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm gonna reveal to you is my 10 tips for you to pass the Comptia Security Plus test. Now, these 10 tips can be used to pass any test that you need to take. I forgot what the next line was. That's my neighbor. Hey neighbor, I'm on top of things. Tip number 1, you must watch this whole video or you will automatically fail, I think. Anyway, leave a comment and tell me if these 10 tips help you pass your test. I use these same 10 tips to pass the CDL test, the Comptia test, and Network Plus and A Plus and all them other pluses and things. I'm gonna do that later. Now, I will show you the 10 tips as soon as our intro plays with my beautiful daughter singing on the hook. Hi. Get out of here, you're not in the video, girl.